As Pitching Ace 88, we're going to do the Ubisoft press conference. I'm trying to go through this quickly because I have a 10-minute limit and I keep going over, so I have to keep reshooting this. The beginning of their thing was really, really weird. It was like Geometry Wars, but with movement. I don't know. I didn't really like it at all. Joe McHale was the guy who led it. I didn't think he was funny. Give me like a real person and not just throwing out one-liners or sexual innuendos and think that that's funny. That to me, that's not that funny. It has to have at least some sort of context. Let's move right along to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which seemed pretty cool, but I don't appreciate how complex they're making it. Assassin's Creed 1 was simple, but kind of in depth. I was hoping they'd go more in depth instead of complex. If you've noticed, like Mass Effect went more in depth rather than complex, and it did much better. And I think that it'll do much better than the Assassin's Creed franchise because I think they're trying to complicate things too much and add too much crazy stuff, especially with multiplayer. Just if you're gonna be an RPG, don't go into multiplayer. Seriously, we don't need it. There's plenty of games out there that can allow for that, like Borderlands. Um, let's go straight into Shaun White skateboarding. Cool, man. I mean, Tony Hawk. I only played like one and two, so they're going back more to the roots of the kind of arcade fun style. Reminds me a little bit of Jet Grind Radio, where you can like tag the city and make it all different. So good for them. I mean, that was a good idea. I mean, Jet Grind Radio was a huge hit on the Dreamcast, although not many people played it. If you did, you basically loved it. You know what I'm talking about if you're a Dreamcast guy. There was Battle Tag, which was really weird in terms of they didn't set up right because everyone there seemed kind of awkward, and Joe McHale's again did a terrible job of knowing what to do. He seemed really kind of inept, and it just seemed like it was staged, but not staged in a good way. And I live in Southern California in the city. I don't have that many friends. All of my friends are online, or they're female friends, like or from work stuff. And we're not going to be going out shooting each other in like the park because there are no parks here, and nobody's going to get together like that. If we're going to get together, we're going to get together, party or something like that. Not play laser tag. I mean, we'll play Rock Band or something if we want to play an actual game. So they must be catering towards really young kids because most guys that are past in college or something are never going to want to play that game. Um, they displayed a game called Energy, which seemed pretty cool. I mean, if you have dual monitors, you can put that game up and you can do this breathing thing while you're playing a game, or like in the middle of a match, you can switch it out. You can like start breathing in the middle of matches while you're waiting to set one up. That seemed pretty cool. We'll see how it all plays out. It's got like a little peripheral, but it seems pretty cool. Um, Oh yeah, They did some stupid like sports games, which didn't seem cool. It seemed like the Wii Fit. I mean, seriously, I already got those games with Wii Fit. I don't really, or Wii Sports. Don't really need to play those. However, they did do the fitness thing, which I thought was really cool because I am 6'2", 180, fairly in decent shape, and when I'm on the Wii Fit, it says I'm fat and overweight, and my me gains weight. So that doesn't make any sense to me, which makes it a flaw, and I haven't been on that thing since like the first got it because it doesn't make sense. However, the thing that they displayed for the Xbox, the Kinect, seemed great. I mean, it measured her height, weight, like all this dimensions to her, which was wonderful. I would like that. I could actually do that. Plus, the games were fun, and plus you could post stuff online, which is what you need because you need competition. I mean, I can have competition with my folks, or my sisters, but I basically can own them because I'm definitely in more physical shape than they are. So it's be cool to throw it online and do a bunch of other cool stuff. Um, Ghost Recon Soldier was pretty cool. I'd definitely check out that trailer, dude. That was pretty sick. I'm not into the whole stealth type aspect of games, but it seemed cool. Maybe something that I could check out if it's a demo. So something I definitely can check out. The driver thing, I don't know driving games to be honest with you. I don't really care. I find them boring. But if that's your kind of thing, post in the comment box below and let me know if you think Driver was good or bad, depending on the looks. I mean, the whole zooming out thing seemed like it detracted from actually the driving aspect of it, so it wasn't as much fun. But maybe if I got a demo of it or something, it would be a little bit more interesting. But it just seemed kind of bland. Okay, great game that they showed, which I'm really excited about, which boost their overall grade to a C plus was Dust. Looked really cool, looked like prehistoric times, like Aborigines doing all these magic stuff. Like that was cool, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna go right after I do this. I'm gonna start looking it up, see what it's all about. Maybe go to their website. Definitely a game to watch for when it comes out. I'll be a big supporter of it until I see something that detracts me from it. They showed Rayman Origins and Rabid and stuff. Just really weird games, man. I mean, uh, just I don't understand that. Give me Jack and Daxter and especially Ratchet and Clank before any of those. I know those are EA, but still, I don't like those other games. Things are stupid in my opinion. They also showed that more of the Uplay feature and the Trackmania and all that stuff. I don't know why it's going to take them so long to just get the beta out, not let alone the game, when we already have Mod Nation Racers, which is a really good game already out. So that kind of confused me. It's going to be like 2 years before they can actually like implement that. So basically, next E3 or the year after that, we're actually going to maybe see some gameplay of it. Um, it ended with Michael Jackson's "Beat It," like a dancing game. I'm white. I know, shocker, right? Whoa. Ace is white. Whoa. I've got no rhythm. And I know Guitar Hero. You can play the guitar. You can. I mean, I can go hard on some of the on some of the songs. Some of my buddies can go on expert like crazy. You put a real guitar in their hand, they can't do squat. So it'll be interesting on that dance game where you're supposed to be mimicking moves, and if you have no rhythm at all, how exactly are you supposed to beat the game or move on or feel yourself accomplished in any way? So with like the last little bit, I'm going to rate the each of the conferences. Microsoft, you get a D minus to a D, maybe even an F, but I don't like giving Fs, so D minus to a D because there's no games. You're basing everything off of your kinetic motion thing, and it seemed like doesn't matter what you presented at all. It matters is what all these other companies are going to be doing. So I didn't see a big step in that right direction. So yeah, you got D minus to D. EA again, I may be biased, but I'm giving them an A minus because I love those games. Old Republic blew me out of the water. All the other games were very good, like Bulletstorm seemed cool. So I'm really excited for the EA games that they're slated to release. So EA gets an A minus, and they showed more demos and more interesting stuff. I felt. And then it moves on to Ubisoft. They get a C plus. They get a more of a passing grade. I was gonna give them a C, but they did have like the Sean White, which was conceptual, the energy, the motion stuff to go with the Xbox. They had more like design fantasy, I would say, kind of aspects of it. But so they get a C plus. Well, it'll be interesting in a couple months to actually rate them because a lot of their stuff was this is what I think it'll be. I wonder, like Dust. I think everything will be riding on Dust, in my opinion. Dust can basically make their grade from a C plus go to like a B, a solid B, all the way back down to a D plus back with Microsoft, because that's the game that and Sean White to see how those two come out. Um, so yeah, so that was the wrap up of day one. EA was basically the big one for me. The other ones were kind of dull and boring. Uh, Not a lot of games. Seriously, tomorrow I am begging. I am honestly begging a Nintendo, which I hate their consoles, but Nintendo, please, and Sony, please give me some games. Give me some hardcore games for RPG fans. So maybe some first-person games, like some development that are story-driven things that you'll really enjoy. I'm not getting that today, which kind of pisses me off. There's no games that I'm like, dude, I want to go out there and get. I mean, the only ones I'm like that, I'm like Bulletstorm, Old Republic, which is an MMO, which I'm not really used to, and Dust. Okay, but Dust I don't know anything about. Old Republic ain't coming out for another couple years probably, and Bulletstorm is going to be more of a shooting game like Borderlands, which I already play. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all these things pan out. Thank you guys for listening to my little intake, my little take on the conferences, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow when I check out the press conferences to give you a little bit of my opinion on those things. This has been Pitching Ace 88. I see y'all next time. Over and out.